Shalom.
Shalom.
We are here with an Indian chief, Joseph, and his wife, Laralyn. We just heard that you have a very strong connection to the lost 10 tribe in the very ancient Indian
Tradition.
tradition. So it's really amazing. The real name of Yudke Vavke that you learn from your tradition, all kind of stuff you show me.
Yes.
So it's nice to meet you and to see the lost tribe in the way back to Am Israel, to the real Am Israel.
Yes, yes.
We need Christianity as something between to do this bridge. We need the Christianity in the story of the nation. If it was not Christianity, the lost tribe would stay lost completely in the nation. So the Christianity is important, even it's a lot of things that are not exactly correct there. Not only the Jews suffer from Christianity, the Indian as well.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Native Americans.
Yeah.
Yes, the Native American. But really Jesus, his main goal why he came here from the first place, because he knew that the Jews are not going to receive him. This was like natural from his point of view that the Jews are not going to receive him. So why he came? He came really for the 10 tribe. This is a real mission. Because it's why this prophecy was given to Ahaz. Ahaz, he caused the loss of the 10 tribe. Because what Ahaz did, he asked help from Ashur against the 10 tribe, against Retzin, Bakar ben Remaliah and Retzin, king of Aram, against what Yeshayahu told him, the prophet, don't ask help from Ashur, don't worry about them, don't ask help from Ashur. He didn't listen, and because he asked help from Ashur, now Ashur came and destroyed the land of the north, start in the door of Ahaz and finish completely in the door of Chizkiyahu, his son. So all the prophecy about the birth of Emmanuel was given to Ahaz, and this prophecy, it's like tells you to Ahaz, because what you did, you have to bring a very special Mashiach that he will be a baby Mashiach. Before he will get to the knowledge of the difference between good and evil, it means he's above the Torah, the tree of knowledge, good and evil. It's the Torah. So he will eat butter and honey for his knowledge, the difference between good and evil. But before he will get to this knowledge, before he will eat the tree of knowledge, good and evil, all the land will be left. So this is the first coming. It means now, because what you did, you have to give birth. What he will give birth, it's like to symbolize the coming of Jesus. It's like he do action as symbolize a prophecy that will happen more late, of course. This is the way it goes many times. The prophet do action, physical action, to make this happen in another time. So because what you did, you have to bring a special Mashiach, a Mashiach that is like a kid, like a baby, is above the Torah. It's not means that you don't have how you say, sorry, a common sense, but is he didn't add yet the tree of knowledge, good and evil. It means mean is above the Torah? And if so, of course the Jewish will not receive it, because they will say, why we need a Mashiach that cannot fix this reality, this physical reality. The physical reality can be fixed only with the Torah. The snakes can be fixed only with the knowledge of the Torah.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
In America, sometimes when they use the phrase above the Torah, I think it might mean something different than what you're saying, so I'm asking you. In America they say, oh, we're above the Torah, like we don't have to keep the Torah, or like they don't think the Torah is important. And I'm thinking that you mean it a different way, right?
Yeah, but Paulos, Jesus talked to Jewish people. Alright, so of course he told them that they have to follow even the oral Torah, what the Proshim and
Pharisees.
And the Sofrim, the writer, tell you have to do, because they're sitting on the front
Throne.
Right, on the seat of Moshe.
Of Moses.
Yes.
Alright, so even the oral Torah you have to follow when you talk to Jewish people. Now, after it was given away, now we need Paulos to do kind of adjustment, because really the nation are not ordered to follow all the law of the Torah, all the 613 commandments of the Torah. They are not ordered to do it for the nation, according to the traditional Jewish. Right? They are not ordered to do a Brit Milah. But when Paulos meets somebody that his mother is Jew, it is written that his mother is Jew, is going to do a Brit Milah. So we feel even the tradition that the Judaism you receive from the mother, you can learn it from the New Testament, because there are many people that deny it, this all kind of tradition. So it's why Paulo say, you are not under the hand of the Torah, you are under the hand of the grace.
Hand.
Hand of the grace, it means you are above. So Paulo, of course, he was very diplomat. He didn't say to the nation, he was talking basically to the nation. This was his mission to the nation. And he didn't tell them, you know, the Jewish are first class, so they have to follow like a strong camel. You can put a loud, heavy thing on his back. Somebody that is weak, you don't ask him too much to do. He didn't put it in this way. He didn't say they are first class, they have to do 6, you are second class, you have to do only 7 commandments, that what he teaches them to do. The 7 mitzvot of the son of Noah, like we call them, Shiva mitzvot bnei Noah. So he didn't put it in a way that, he put it in very diplomat, nice way, that you are above the Torah. And it's true, because to be a good person, it's above the Torah. Derech Eretz Kadma LeTorah, it's a say of Chazal, of our sages, that to behave good, it's above the Torah. And what you teach a kid to be a good person, it's above the Torah. After, when you grow up, you teach him all kind of stuff, but to be a good person, it's above the Torah.
First thing to learn.
Also, Jesus is above the Torah.
In that sense.
It is written in Kabbalah that when the first man got to sin, the soul of the Yechidah is the part of the soul that has to do with the Mashiach, he didn't have it yet, he was only in standby. But in the moment he go to sin, the Yechidah ran away, left. Right? So Jesus, his soul, is above the Torah. And it's only Yeshu, not
He didn't
Yeshua.
participate in the original sin, that's why they say it's sinless.
Yeshu in
he didn't
ordinary
participate.
number Gematria equal Yechidah, 37. It's the age of Yitzchak when he was sacrificed, 37.
Can you say that again? That was fascinating.
Yeshu in ordinary number Gematria. Usually in regular Gematria, the Yud of Yeshu, Ye, equal 10, the Shin equal 300, and the Vav equal 6. together 360. But the shin is a 21 letter in the alphabet. So we count shin only 21. The yud is a 10 letter, the shin is a 21 letter, the vav is a 6 letter, together is 37. Right? So the gematria of Yeshu is Yechida. Right? So he represents this part of the soul with no the letter
The highest
Ayin.
part of the soul.
The letter Ayin in Kabbalah is the letter of the snake, of Dan. You know, there are 12 simple letters in the alphabet. The alphabet, the 22 letters split to three mother, 7 double letter, the Beget Kafrat is the Emesh, that represents the air, the water, and the fire.
Oh.
Alright, it's the Emesh, it's like the 3 mother letter. After is the 7 double letters that can have a point inside and can have 2 different way to pronounce it, is the Beget Kafrat. After we have 12 simple letters that parallel to the 12 tribes, the 12 months, etc. Many think in the creations that split to 12. Right, so the letter Ayin is the 10th one from the 12th letter, correspond to the month of Tevet, the 10th month, and the tribe of Dan, that in the order of the flag is the 10th one. Each way the tribe of Dan don't appear in the New Testament. The name Dan don't appear there. So the one that called snake is not there. It means the first coming of Jesus, he cannot fix the snake. It means the physical reality. It's why he say he cannot be Caesar. It's why he say make a separation. You give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and to God what belongs to God. It means the Christianity make a separation between spirituality and this world. And this is exactly what the Judaism don't like. Because Judaism is always physical commandments that we have to fix the physical body. We have to fix the snake as well.
So you said the Ayin is representing the snake.
Yes.
I have learned something that's different. You can tell me if it's wrong. They were telling me in the old Hebrew, the Paleo Hebrew, the tet was a basket or a snake. Is that wrong, or? Well,
the tet have some special relation to the snake too, but the letter tet is the five letter in the 12 simple letter, parallel to the month of Av. So it's difficult letter because in the 9 of Av, nine equal tet, it's the letter of the month. But in the special day of Tisha B'Av, we have the temple destroyed 2 times, etc. In the first 10 commandments, we don't have the letter tet at all. And in the second commandment, we have the letter tet in the commandment of respect your father and mother. Right? So it's something very physical, kabed. To respect your father, it means to respect Eretz Israel, the land of Eretz Israel. Because for Yaakov and Esav, that are the 22 generation of the first man, they have to do with the Aleph Bet, generally both of them. But it is written that Yaakov, for 22 years, he did respect his father. He was not in Eretz Israel. Yitzchak represents Eretz Israel. He never leaves the land of Eretz Israel. So it have to do with the physical land. It means you have to do with the snake, because the snake is attached to the land.
And that's the Ayin.
Av, it's Aleph Bet. It's the 2 letters of Aleph Bet. And it means father. In the second commandment, in the commandment of kabed, kabed starts with the kaf bet, that is 22. This word kabed. It's like the liver, kaved. Kaved always related to the snake. You have to respect your father, etc. There are 22 words. Right? So the letter tet have to do with the father, the aleph bet. The father always have to do with the firstborn, the one that is attached to the ground, to the snake, to the physical, to the flesh. always the firstborn is a bad guy, Cain and Esau. It's what Jesus called the body of Mashiach. Is the body of Mashiach and is the blood of Mashiach. The blood of Mashiach corresponds to the firstborn from the mother, like Yosef, that is more related to spiritual revelation. Is the firstborn from the mother. When we talk about Yud-Ke Vav-Ke, the 4 letters of the name of God, it's like father, mother, son, and daughter. The daughter, it's like the land. It is written Hashem with God with wisdom. Wisdom is it's the father always. The Chokhmah is the father. Hashem b'Chokhmah, God with wisdom. He said, create the earth. Cohen prepare the heaven. It means the Vav, the sun, with the Tvuna. The Tvuna is the Binah. It's the mother. It's the Holy Spirit. So in the sun is connected.
Yes.
Binah.
It's the hay of the name of, the first hay of the name of God. So it is always a special connection between the Father and the physical. It's why Jesus in the book of Yohanan, he said you should be happy that I'm going away, because if I'm not going away, you are not going to receive the advocate. And the advocate, he will tell you about the Father. I didn't really tell you about the Father. He will tell you all the truth. There are things that I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you that the devil, the snake have to do with the Father. I cannot tell you this. You don't have vessel to, right? So it's why he said forget about, right? So he give a hint that this Father have to do with the physical concept, and this something even higher of what I represent.
And so, what is the difference with, you explain Yeshu and Yeshua?
Yeshua with the letter Ein that represent, for example, King David lived 70 years. King David is like Esau, he's red, he's a fighter, he's a sinner. Yeshu equals the two of Yosef. It means he represents the concept of Yosef, that is a righteous man, is not a king. Why
He's
Judah?
the king of the upper world.
Exactly, he says, my kingdom is not here, it's not on earth. Why Judah sent Yosef to Ishmael? Because only a king can fix Ishmael. Only somebody that is connected to the left, to the judgment, not to the love. Yosef, it's like love compared to David, that is more like fear. It's like Avraham and Yitzchak. Avraham is like Yosef and Yitzchak is like David. Avraham is the right, is love, and Yitzchak is the fear. Pachad Yitzchak, the fear of Yitzchak. Right? It's like water and fire. It's two opposite quality. So it's like Judah said to Yosef, you think you are a king? We'll see how you deal with Ishmael. Right? So Christianity cannot deal with Ishmael until this day. It's opposite. Today Ishmael conquered Europe very easily because they talk about humanity, rights, etc., about love. It's just a Christian mentality that we have to love everybody. It's wrong about Ishmael. Right? About Ishmael it's wrong. So it is written that the son of Abraham fixed Esau. It means the Christianity is the West. It means with love you have to fix Esau, Rome, etc., Europe, America. And Yitzchak, the son of Yitzchak, it means people that are with this quality of Yitzchak, they will fix Ishmael. It means when you want to fix Ishmael, you have to be strong.
Strong, yes.
You have, if not, you don't respect you.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And that's very much Middle Eastern culture.
It's why it is written when after Avraham, when they bury Avraham, it is written about Ishmael that he fell down. על פני כל אחיו, or over all his brother, he fell down. And in another place it is written, על פני כל אחיו, over all his brother, ישכון, he will live. If we talk about the bad Ishmael, when Abraham is alive, the bad Ishmael is very well alive. It means Abraham, because he loved him too much, he gave him power to this bad Ishmael. In the moment Abraham died, the bad Ishmael died. But it's the good Ishmael born. Who is the good Ishmael? The new Ishmael, the one that buried Abraham. With Yitzchak, it is written that Yitzchak and Ishmael bury Abraham, not Ishmael and Yitzchak. It means Ishmael repent, gives the birthright to Yitzchak. And this is a good Ishmael that is fixed only when Abraham died. It means when you don't give him too much love. That is by the way, right?
Yes.
So when Yeshua,
אתה הורס את הסדר.
Wow.
when Yeshua said, love your enemies, I think that maybe I interpret that to mean to pray for them, love them enough to pray.
No.
But it doesn't mean to accept them and nurture them in the same way we would to our family or our other love.
Jesus didn't teach anything that has to do with kingdom. There are two different teachings. There's a teaching that has to do with how to rule a kingdom with a king. So then must to be rule of din, of left. Things have to be right between somebody to somebody else. Everything has to be according to the justice. So Jesus, everything that he teaches, it's between you and your friend, your fellow friend, that is Jewish, because he talked to Jewish. He said, don't go to the nation, don't go to the war of the Shomronim.
He stayed within the. He
He
said,
stayed
"I've come
within
to
the Jewish people.
He talked to
children
the
of
Jewish
Israel."
people.
Mhm.
When he come back from the day, he said, go to all the nation. He don't say go to the Jewish anymore. It means
I see what you're saying. Okay, so he's
It's-
saying when you're talking about your enemies, you're talking about within your own nation.
in the
They're
moment,
your own people.
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
in the moment you talk about, even you have this story about the good Shomroni that,
Good
Yeah.
The
Samaritan.
Samaritan.
alright, so it's not mean that if somebody is good, even he's not Jewish, give him his love and his respect. But still, he talk about friendship. In friendship between people, have to be always led by the right. If somebody do you bad thing, you have to forgive him. But if it is a problem between nation and another nation, it's completely another story.
I see what you're saying. He wasn't talking
This
about the
is it
different
to
kingdoms of
Caesar.
earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't take care of this. This leave to Caesar. Caesar will do whatever have to do to keep the peace of the kingdom, to protect the kingdom. He will do what he has to do. If he has to fight, he will fight, because sometimes this is the way it goes. It's not, Jesus is not there, but this was better understood by Christianity. So they still keep
Yeah.
this separation between Esav, all right, Trump will do whatever he do, and we do our thing, he do his thing, and we live in peace together. We need him.